Good afternoon. My name is Kier McCoy, and this is my TQA Colt starting Phase 3 video. The video is over Milo, who is a 3-year-old Bay filly. We follow the TQA guidelines, which stands for Training Quality Assurance, with the goal of eliminating resistance while doing a job and attaining the training trifecta, which is foundation, task completion, and temperament. We use the TQA score sheets to score them weekly on how they are doing. We score them from a -3 to a +3. -3 meaning they need work and they would not be able to fill in for an inexperienced client or owner, and +3 they would be able to fill in for a client or inexperienced owner. These are Milo's score sheets, and as you can see, Milo has been improving each week substantially, which is a great thing. Now, before we begin, some important terms to note is willing submission, which is after the initial cue, the horse performs the task on a loose rein with no leg pressure. It is the horse's idea. And horizontal direction, which is when the slack is taken out of the reins, the horse puts slack back into the reins with suppleness through the pole and loin. Now, one more thing before we begin is before getting on is to make sure to review groundwork in Phase 1 if necessary. The goal is to be able to saddle and get on, since this is what most clients will do. Milo gets a +2 in this. Now to begin our actual video, for Stage 1 and horizontal direction standing, I gave her a +1, and Stage 1 can be defined as stopping the inside front foot and walking the other feet forward around it. For Stage 1 and horizontal direction walking, I gave her a +2, and this is really important to do at the beginning of your rides just to make sure that they're thinking and they are aware of you. The goal of this is for them to respond within 3 steps, and as you can see, when Milo feels that rein pressure and that leg going back near the hind, she responds within 3 steps. And for Stage 1 and horizontal direction trotting, I gave her a +2 as well. She does really good at this. And for Stage 1 and horizontal direction at a lope, I also gave her a +2. As you can see, she does trip right there, but she does respond within 3 steps, and she did actually do it quite nicely even with the trip, and that is why I still gave her a +2 for loping. For loping in a straight line outside, I gave her a +1, and sorry that I didn't get a very good clip of this. As you can see, it got pretty dark, but she really did move out really nice. For standing, Stage 2, I gave her a +2, and Stage 2 can be defined as the hindquarters pulling the horse in a reverse motion. This is a back. For walking horizontal direction, I gave her a +2, and for Stage 2 walking, I also gave her a +2. The reason why I gave her a +2 for walking is because she really does try to stay on the line, and when Hannah asked for her to get back on the line, all she really needs to do is pick up that rein a little bit and just look where she wants to go. For horizontal direction at a slow trot, I gave her a +1. We really do need to work on her slowing down a little bit more, but I think she did really good at this. And for horizontal direction at an extended trot, I gave her a +2 because she does do a lot better at moving out a little bit quicker than slower. And for Stage 2 at the trot, I gave her a +2 as well. For stage 3 and 4 on the fence, I gave her a positive 2, and stage 3 can be defined as lateral movement of the front and hind feet together, and stage 4 can be defined as stopping the inside foot and walking the other feet forward around it, which can mean a pivot. And right there, she moved her feet 1, 2 of the front feet, and that's why I gave her a positive 2 for this, because she moved over really nice and responds well to leg pressure and rein pressure. For opening the gate, I gave her a positive 1. I think there can still be some improvement in this, but I do really like how she tried her hardest and really does try to stay next to the fence. For accept rope, I gave her a 0 because sometimes when you start swinging it a few more extra times, she starts to get a little bit hot, so I'd like to see some improvement in that. But I don't think she deserves a negative because when you're standing and if you just swing 1 or 2 times, she's perfectly fine with it. Just need to work on being able to swing for longer periods of time with her. For vertical direction walking, I gave her a positive 1, and what we're looking for is when they're walking in a straight line, we can ask with 2 reins and put a little leg pressure on them, and they set their head and round out around us. As you can see, she is definitely figuring this out, which is really nice to see. We just need to work on holding it for longer periods of time and her getting it a bit more quicker. For vertical direction trotting, I also gave her a positive 1 because I really did like how she really set her head right there, but just need to work on longer periods of time, and at this point in the night, she was pretty done with us, so we didn't want to ask for any more. And finally, for pulling the log, I gave her a positive 2. This was actually her first time doing this tonight, and she killed it, so I thought she deserved some high points. And that is it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.